Trinity people, we're coming back to you with another Trinity video, getting you ready to meditate with us on Wednesday nights. As you know by now, we do this every week. You can be a part of it. Please take a moment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, maybe even leave us a comment, maybe even share it with somebody that you think could benefit. All of these things make you part of our bigger mission to change the consciousness by empowering these energies in meditation. Every week we do a different energy. This week the energy is flow. Flow, some energies are linear and left brain. Flow is about as right brain and energy as you can get. It's big old spinny circles, and the more I thought on this, the more verbose I became. I'm going to try and condense it down into something useful for you. But it is a big, big flowing energy. In fact, a lot of people, when they think of flow, think of something like Tai Chi. They think, oh, that's flow. And it is. You can certainly practice flow through something like Tai Chi or ballet or something. But most of what you're seeing there is grace and not flow. So people get those confused a lot. Real flow is simply continuously moving energy through your energy field. That's what flow is. The key word there is continuously. The main reason we get messed up around flow is that we sit at our desk all day on the computer, not flowing, stagnant, and then we get up and we go, okay, I'm going to go walk around and do some aerobics, and that's my flow for the day. Well, it doesn't work. It doesn't work to do a few minutes of flow and then forget about it for several hours. Flow has to be continuous or it's not working. Imagine if your drinking water set in a stagnant pool except for 10 minutes out of the day when you went and stirred it up a little bit. Would you still want to drink out of it? Probably not. Flow needs to be a continuous movement of energy through your energy field. But you probably do have to sit at your desk and type on the computer quite a lot during your life. So what are we going to do about that? Well, a couple of things that are continuous examples of flow in your energy field are the breath. You can constantly focus on breathing in and out if you want. That's very powerful. I'm not going to talk about that today, but there's plenty of room to find some flow in your breath if you want to explore breath work. Today I'm going to talk about your circulatory system, the flow of blood through your body. That's something that you can constantly be using to keep that flow going in your life. Your circulatory system is run by a pump, your heart. The problem is that that pump has to push the blood all the way down, all the way up and back around, and it's a lot of pipe to cover, a lot of miles of tubing that you have to push your blood through. So to give your heart a break and make sure that you are helping it flow, we're going to look at creating a second pump, if you will. If you had a long moat around your house and you had a pump right here and you wanted to help that pump out, where would you put the second pump? Probably not right next to it, probably at the exact opposite end. So the exact opposite end of your heart is your feet. That's where we want to get the pumping action going. We're going to do a self-defense exercise that I think will help you establish this pumping action in your feet and your lower legs. The self-defense exercise is the oldest one in the world. If you go to any self-defense class, and I've taught many of them, and you ask one of the women there, what would you do if you were attacked? She'll say, kick him in the groin. And that's not entirely wrong. It's not the magic bullet that you think it is. But almost every woman is fixated on this idea that one good kick to the groin and their attacker is going to be out for the count. Maybe. There's a couple of caveats. Yeah, it does hurt really bad when you're kicked in the groin, but most people, why don't we get over here? Most people, when they kick, do that. They do the soccer kick, this big swinging pendulum of a kick. You think of it as a soccer ball, they're just going to kick it. If you connect, then yeah, oh my God, that's going to hurt me, and I probably won't be able to chase you, and you'll be able to get away. But look at how slow it is. I can see that coming a mile away. And if I can see it coming a mile away, I can block it. I can turn my hip. I can do all sorts of really simple things that are going to make that ineffective. So we want to speed that kick up. Yes, I think kicking to the groin is a wonderful thing to do if you're attacked by a big burly man and you're a 5-foot-something woman with very little upper body strength. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that that's not a good thing to do, but you need to make it a little more effective. So to do that, we're going to do what we call a snap kick. And a snap kick is where you pull the kick up really quick and just snap it out. And you can see that if I throw this, it takes a lot longer to get there than if I throw this, right? Just that whip in and out is much faster than coming all the way around the horn, which is what you're doing with this big soccer kick. You've got this big sweeping motion as opposed to flick. That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to get Jen to lift her foot up on the ball of her foot so that her toes are on the ground and her heel is off. That's how we want to practice this, because when you kick, you need to hit with the ball of your foot and not your toes. If she were to kick this with her toes, it's going to hurt. She may break a toe. So we want to make sure that the ball of her foot is where she's hitting. So you get your foot in that position by doing some flamingo sort of foot raises. It's a little weird at first, but it gets you used to the idea that your heel is going to be up and your ball of foot is going to be extended, and that's going to be the striking surface. And when she feels pretty comfortable with that, we're going to just have her whip that leg up and flick it out. There you go.
That's
just like
bad
that.
like my toe.
And again. Good. After a few of these, you get the idea that your toes are going to be hurt if you don't curl them back out of the way and hit with the ball of your foot. Now, see how fast you go. Up and out. There you go. Much faster than the soccer kick, wasn't it? That, I think, would be a wonderful self-defense technique. Any woman that's in a crisis situation where you might be mugged or abducted or carjacked or something, yeah, whip out that kick. Whoom! Oh, your opponent's going to be in a world of hurt and you can get out of there. But you got to do it fast enough that they can't react. That's what's so wonderful about this snap kick. Thank you, Jennifer. If you could take this, please. Now, why am I telling you all of this? Because this little motion here, where we did the thing with your foot, that's what I want you to do. That's the pumping action that's going to help your heart. Because when the blood gets down to your feet, it's muscular contractions that force it back up through your veins to your heart. You have all of these one-way valves where the blood comes up and then it can't go back down so easily. And the muscular contractions squeeze it up, squeeze it up, squeeze it up, all the way up through your legs and your torso back to your heart. Flexing these muscles, especially in your feet and calves, helps pump the blood through your heart. So you can get a lot of mileage let's say you're walking and you're just lifting those feet. It's sort of a funny Michael Jackson moonwalk, except forward instead of backwards. You can do that while you're working out. You're sitting at the computer, you're typing, you're just lifting those feet. That's a wonderful way to pump your circulatory system and feel that continuous flow that you're participating in. This will really help you anchor that energy in your life and be able to meditate on it with us tomorrow. If you think this stuff's cool, stay tuned for more training.